What's going on, my favorite couch potatoes? It's your boy Game Day Guru here. You read the title, you clicked the video, and you know it's been a crazy weekend over at the WNBA, so I'm not here to waste your time. Let's get right into it. A lot of you aren't chronically online. You probably don't know this, but the WNBA players all for the All-Star weekend, every single one of them wore a shirt that said, "Pay us what you owe us," and it's been quite the outrage about that. A little bit of context to the situation. The WNBA hasn't made money since it started. They haven't turned a profit at all. It's the NBA's tax write-off at this point, if we're being honest, okay? But the WNBA players all still think they deserve to get paid more. Like, think, oh, this is their most profitable year, right? And you'd be right. This is their most profitable year. They made a good bit of money this year with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark both joining the league. You know, they're making more and more money. They're going good. This year they actually made their most money. They only lost $40 million this year, so let's clap it up for the WNBA, man. As you can tell, the WNBA just isn't making much money, right? As a business, you know, you gotta turn a profit. I'd say WNBA players still don't get paid bad at all. Here's some of their pays right here. A random example of a star in the league. Sabrina Ionescu has signed a 2-year contract worth $410,000 with the New York Liberty, which includes a guaranteed salary of $410,000 and an average salary of $205,000 for the 2025 season. Now, that's not what NBA players are making, all right? If I pull up Jason Tatum's contract, he's clearly going to make more, but the NBA's making more, right? That's how business works and operates. So, if I was these players, personally, I wouldn't want to wear a shirt that says, "Pay us what you owe us," because what you owe them is in the negatives. I mean, if this were the case, these guys would be paying the WNBA. But Kelsey Plum says, but that's not what they mean. They mean something else. They don't want to get paid what Jason Tatum and Shea are getting paid. They don't want to get paid what the NBA players are getting paid. They want to get paid a percentage. Like, you know what? I'll just let her talk to you about it.
We're not asking you to get paid what the men get paid. We're asking you to get paid the same percentage of revenue shared.
Well, see, that actually, that adds up, right? That makes sense. I would say that makes sense if you're not getting paid the same percentage of, you know, the NBA players, men to women. They should get paid the same, right? I agree with that. I will take the L on this. I think we should all take the L on this. Kelsey wants to get paid a percentage. Not including jersey sales, Kelsey. If you're getting paid a percentage, hypothetically, if you're getting paid a percentage, you would owe the WNBA around $326,000 just this year, where they made the most amount of money that they ever made, because you guys made $200 million this year. The WNBA made $200 million this year, but the WNBA also lost $240 million this year. I don't know why they're spending that much, but so yeah, Kelsey, every single WNBA player, bench, right, doesn't play, to Sabrina Ionescu, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Plum, you know, would owe $326,000 a year. So, just this year, if they kept its profit, which is, yet again, the best year yet. So, personally, I wouldn't want to get paid less, but if you want to be like the men, you know what? You do you, Kelsey. All the power to you guys. Hope you guys get it. And for the people in the back who I already know are going to comment, you know, Game Day Guru, right? The WNBA actually made $200 million this year, the most they ever made. Yes, but they lost $240 million. And if you do the math there, and somebody makes $200 million while spending $240 million, then they actually lost $40 million. So they'd still have to pay. And that's just this year, all right? If we're talking about other years, they're going to have to pay way more. If you're trying to get paid the revenue from every year, and you're over here complaining about how much you get paid, then, man, you guys are really going broke. Because over all the years the WNBA has been open, they have lost a little over, not much over, just a little bit over, $280 million. That's a lot of cheddar. Which would mean every WNBA player would have to pay a little bit more than $2.8 million. Sabrina Ionescu only got paid $400K. I don't know how you guys are going to afford this, but you know what? You want the same treatment as the men. We got you. Wow, I'm at a loss for words at this point. You get my point, right? Like, this makes no logical sense. I don't understand. For the love of God, I hope you keep your job in the WNBA. Because if you don't, who's going to hire you with these math skills? I mean, this is just sad. I understand the jersey sales and stuff, but I don't think that's going to make a big dent in the amount of money that you'd owe here. McDonald's better have a lot of hiring spots if you're going to leave over this, because that's the only person who's hiring you, okay? This is just sad. This makes no sense. I don't understand how you can be so, brain empty. I love the WNBA, by the way. I don't want to be like that guy who goes, I'm not racist because I voted for Barack Obama, but I'm the biggest Caitlin Clark fan ever, right? I love Caitlin Clark. Got a poster of her over there. I love Caitlin Clark. I love Brittany Griner. That's my dude right there. Yeah. I don't understand this. So let me know if you understand this. It's not a problem to want to get paid more if you want to do more for the company. Play more games. Change something up, But these WNBA players insist to not play more games, not do anything else. And then somebody like Shaq comes in and talks to a WNBA player about how maybe they should lower the rims, But she turns that down very quickly. Let's watch.
Game was here. NBA game was here. Now it's here. I have a way to make it equal. Just listen to me now. You ready?
All right.
You think if we just lower the rim so y'all can dunk like we dunk?
No. I'll guarantee you, my next child will be drop step dunking.
I'm glad she's that confident in her ability. It's also a little delusional.
Now, I see this take all over the internet, right, of lower the rim. I personally understand the WNBA stars on this one. You can probably tell by how I'm built. I'm real skinny, I'm not that tall. I shoot. That's what I do. I shoot threes. I don't come inside the three-point line. I get trampled, right? So I understand, you've been shooting on this hoop your whole life. That's the height you've been shooting on. You don't want to lower it. It'll mess up your shot. I understand that. But if you want to make more money, you got to do what you got to do, right? At the same page as I understand not bringing the rim down because I want to be able to shoot. Back of that page, I see, personally, I don't watch many WNBA games. I only watch the playoffs. I'd love to see some chick yam it on some other chick. That'd be sick. All right, that'd be tough. 9.5, you know what I'm saying? Just don't lower it to like 7 foot, but just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? 9.6, 9.7. Okay. Just Caitlin Clark gonna be fingertip dunking. We gonna see Angel Reese, boom, like a grown dude beating this chest. I'm like, whoa, chill out, my boy. You know what I'm saying? So, if you want to make money, you want to make more money. You know what I mean? If you want to make dough, you gotta make your dough. The WNBA is a business, right? We can't sit here and be mad that we're not getting paid more when they're losing money. I mean, it's basically, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say it's basically charity at this point. And it kind of is, but I don't want to say that because they are, they're doing their work. Maybe, I wouldn't say it's a charity because maybe the WNBA thinks, oh, we're going to continue to go up, you know what I mean, until we finally make a profit, right? I also want to bring up one more point, and that point is women's volleyball has the net lowered just a bit for women. While women's golf also has the tee boxes put more forward than the men's. So if it's a par 5 on a men's, I don't know enough about golf, but if it's a par 5 in a men's game, it might be 500 yards, while a women's game, it might be 400. I don't know if that's true. I don't play much golf, but yeah. So, I mean, it's happening in every other sport. I understand the WNBA, we have smaller ball, right, which helps out a little bit, of course, because women's hands are smaller. But I think that lowered rim would do a lot for the league. If you want to get paid more, you got to make sacrifices. That's how it is. If I want to build a business and start getting paid, I got to sacrifice my time, That's just how it is. So, yeah, if you want to get paid more, you got to make sacrifices. In conclusion, it's always good to make money, right? You always want to make more money. I understand that. I'm not hating on these WNBA players because they're saying, I want to get paid more, I want to get paid more. Everybody wants to get paid more. I wish I could literally sit here and get paid more. But no, I have 8 subscribers. Subscribe. I wish I could sit here and get paid already. But no, I don't. I have to work and work and work and work until I build a fan base, right? And I don't know how to do that yet. But I got to build a fan base. Then I start making bread, right? It's a business. We can't be out here crying that we want more money when we making money, right? On a business that's not making money. Okay, it's not adding up. Adam Silver's keeping this open. I think it's generous how much you guys are getting paid. I mean, you get paid more than your average person, right? In the United States. Exponentially more. So, in conclusion, it's okay to want to make more money. But, just like any business, you gotta make sacrifices to make more money. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Please like. Did you know 2 Tyler, the Creator albums have dropped since the last time I posted? So you should subscribe. That's what that means. Love y'all, boys. Peace out.